are we live? Let's take a look. Hi, we are live. Wow. So this is the big sister over here, Carol. Say hi to everyone. We have a lot of friends close to about 200 plus people
Hi.
coming from Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, and a few other countries as well. So let me introduce. It's an honor to have Carol here as our closing guest. Right. Carol is actually the champion of e-commerce scene in Malaysia. So I know Carol many years ago. She's like a big sister. And then what she does is she is very helpful, super helpful in helping people to get started in e-commerce and digital thing. Okay, so this is the person that you want to talk to, you know, if you want to look into anything or you want to get connected to someone in terms of digital scene and all that, e-commerce scene, you know, the big sister is here. All right, it's an honor to have her as our closing guest. But Carol, for those who have not met you yet, right, can you quickly say hi to everyone and share with us what do you do right now, because it's been a while since we catch up.
Hi. Thanks, Jason, and hello, everybody. Mabuhay, those from Philippines, and Taja Hao, whoever where you all are. My name is Carol Phong. There, right? That's me, my brand, and right now I am working for the government to help empower business owners to go to e-commerce. I'm working from home, and what I'm doing right now is helping the SMEs to get their approval letters for them to run their business, because all of them are not getting approvals right now. And we are championing exports. We help SMEs to go exports. We help SMEs to get on board to e-commerce. We help them to digitize their business. So there's a lot of program that the government does. But my focus is to bring SMEs to go to export. And that's where I'm known to be helpful. I help, I give advice, I build community. I built a very huge e-commerce community over in DingTalk, called Go E-commerce community in DingTalk. There's burst 5,000 people already because of the pandemic, and hopefully that more and more people will know how important community is. So I will explain later. That's all. Thanks, Jason.
Thank you so much, Carol. Now, the thing here is just want to quickly ask you, Carol, if there is anyone wanting to start building a community. Let's say because I also have a bit of a small community, which is now closing into a few thousand right now also. But what would be your advice to a new entry community builder who wish to build a community on their own? What would be the advice that you can give to these new community builders out there?
Find a platform that can really engage. Because when I saw community in Facebook and community in, let's say, your Clubhouse or community in, let's say, Telegram, these are some of the communities that we have tried, or I have personally tried, but the engagement is not there. Hi, Weng Hong. Hola.
Yeah, Weng is here. Weng is here. Hola. Yeah, can I see the face?
Weng Hong is there.
Yeah.
Long time no see. So it's about which are the platform that's more comfortable to you in order to engage your fans or your clients or your users. So we before we use even DingTalk, you, me, the rest of the gang are all in WhatsApp. Okay,
yeah,
all of you were in my WhatsApp group, but our WhatsApp group burst by the time we hit 250 people, correct or not?
correct.
So when we burst, we have to open up multiple of WhatsApp group. So there were 7 of you back in 2017. So I have to kill all those groups, force you all to come to DingTalk. And why they come to DingTalk is because they respect you as a leader. So they must have a little bit of respect to you. They must look up to you, because let's say you are the go-to person when it comes to anything to do with digital marketing or anything to do with Facebook. Then they follow you. Like myself, I told them I'm the go-to person when you want to go to e-commerce. Then you come to this community. So 7 times 250, so that's about 1,005 of them. If my math is right, I cannot digest any more maths.
Same here. I cannot digest any number anymore.
Only 50, right? Your marathon, right? 50% of those managed to go into DingTalk. I managed to convert them. Okay, 50%. The rest of them are wait and see. What is this DingTalk about? Because they feel that DingTalk owns by Alibaba. Alibaba is about data. My data will be breached. All of them are scared. So we managed to bring. Now we have 5,000 of them since 2017. So majority of them convert and come into DingTalk. So this is a place where we can have classes. we can have online classes, we can have webinar, we can have conferences, we can have live some more, and we can have segmentization. Let's say if Jason has segmentization going to Philippines, for example, he can only talk to the Filipinos community. If he has somebody from Singapore, he can only talk to Singapore. But if he wants to talk to everybody, we can talk to everybody at one time, even though it's been separated. So that platform has been very useful for me, so that I don't use Facebook, I don't use WhatsApp, because every time in WhatsApp, you have to share 7 times. You have to share content 7 times. You have to share files 7 times. By the time 7 times, your phone also, memory also gone, right? So in DingTalk, everything is saved in the cloud. So everything saved in the cloud. So everything is in cloud. So the pictures that you save, all in cloud. The live that you share, all in cloud. So everything is given to you as a community leader by Alibaba. So they invest 100 gigabytes of space for you once you have a community built in that portal. It's free.
We have Andrew here. Andrew.
No, we're just talking about. Sorry.
You don't kenal. I kenal you good enough already.
Ayo.
Yeah. No, the thing here is, I mean, just to do a quick recap, because I think you guys are done in another room. You know, thank you, Chunyan, if you're watching this. The idea here is that the thing that we are talking about here is the DingTalk. And Balkis, it's Balkis. Balkis didn't show her face just now. It's Balkis. You know Balkis, Carol?
Hi, Balkis.
Yeah.
She was one of the
I only know my Balkis back in MDEC, but I don't know Balkis Sulaiman. I'm so sorry.
Oh, this Balkis Sulaiman is power. She is the one of the most powerful IG content planner and educator in the market. You want to talk to her, she can bring a lot of value to your community to teach them about, IG content planning and all that. Awesome. So, Balkis, please talk to Carol.
Somebody just asked, who in our community in DingTalk handles a 50K budget in Instagram? I cannot answer that because I am not in place to answer. It is the business owners like Balkis, for example, to share that, because she's asking who can manage an account, has an account before that is 50K in value when it comes to Instagram. So I said, I don't know. I don't have anybody. So somebody will have to come into that community and present yourself and say, I am the one who can manage 50K account.
Okay, also
she definitely can. Balkis is definitely, but it's very interesting. But guys, I just want to give a quick shout out, right? Okay, we have been talking about DingTalk and Go ECommerce. You all have to really go and download the DingTalk app, which is available on both iOS and Android and everywhere. So DingTalk is an app that is very much similar. It's like a social network itself, right? Is that correct, Carol? So basically, once you go inside there, you go to look for Go ECommerce, right? Is that correct?
Yes, okay, I have a request link for them to join. But DingTalk, that means ding and talk,
okay,
talking, talk.
Yeah. Carol, you can just type in the private chat.
So let me do that.
Not TikTok.
Private chat.
Okay. Not TikTok.
Yeah, put it in private chat. TikTok is for kids, right? This DingTalk is for business people.
Yeah, let me bring out Manfred over here. Manfred is from Singapore, Carol. So these are my 3 marketers that we have been doing show for 38 episodes up to now.
Good job. Well done, gentlemen.
These are my partners to do this. It's really fun. So yeah, Carol, Manfred, you haven't met Carol. Carol is our Taikache. She's the champion. Okay. She's the champion of community building in e-commerce scene in Malaysia right now. So everybody knows Carol. Whoever who don't know Carol, then you probably go and Google or whatnot. You need to
definitely
know.
Not in the business,
especially if you're in Malaysia, right? Yeah. So that's the thing. But Carol, let's talk about. We were talking about the community building over here, which is something that we are all into building. What are the? As a community building leader, what are the things that we need to watch out? What are the things that we need to pay attention to when we are building a community?
For people who are trying to make it such a bad place to be, boot them out.
Come again.
Boot them out immediately.
Oh.
There are people who are very negative, and they use a platform to convey some negative comments, maybe about the government, or maybe about the business, or maybe some insights or data that is negative. I boot them out. So they cannot join anymore. I don't need them. Because right now, Jason, the community talks about helping the SMEs. It's not about a community that sells, oh, I sell bottles, oh, I sell baju.
Yeah.
It's not about that. We do not encourage that, right? So majority of people come in, hey, I've got a shipment wanting to go to Cambodia. Who can help me? Any shipping agents here? Or hey, I need an FDA licensee who can help me to approve my products. Who can help me? So things like that, the SME come to this Ding Talk place, and when they search for FDA, they can go back to the messages and find who are talking about FDA. In Facebook, you can't do that. You
Yep.
can't search back those messages or whoever was looking for that. In Ding Talk, if you're talking about Amazon, you just type Amazon in the search chat, and somebody talks about Amazon, then you can go back to that chat and look at the history of chat, because you got 100 gig worth of space, and Alibaba keeps that for you. So this is a very good community, whereby what to look at is those bad people that come in. You know that they're very vocal. You can mute them. That's the power of Ding Talk. Okay, number one. Number two, because Ding Talk, you have people who wants to hide your number. Let's say got one datuk lah, very high profile datuk comes into Ding Talk, and he requests me, Carol, can my number be hidden so that nobody kacau me? Can. So I go to backend, I can hide the number so that nobody come and disturb them. So that's the power of a super admin. And the last one is, what to look out for is when I only want to tell them the most important last one was the first one. It's about people coming in and spread negativity. That's all. That's all. But luckily, bless the Lord, I don't have that kind of situation. If I have it, it is the community that support me and said, hey, you should community. Carol is this Carol. So the people in the community knows how we do work since 2017. They are the one that come and sets things straight. It doesn't have to be me. So I said, very good of this community that protects me or protects the community as a whole. So these are very elements of building a community. Give them that opportunity to empower themselves inside the community.
But you see, Carol, the thing that you're talking about, right? It sounds like a lot of work, you know. So as a community leader, what else can we actually look into in terms of delegating? You know, do you have your champions working with you, like your team who is helping you? You know, let's say if you are the leader right now, of course you won't be able to do all these tiny little gritty things, right? So when you come to a point, how should you delegate? How should you identify all these people that can help you out?
Unfortunately, no one dares to come into Ding Talk and go to the back end, which is simple. My team, because our MDEC team, we always rotate our role. And whenever I assign already somebody to do the approval of who is going to join Ding Talk, it get changed. So I say, never mind. I don't want to train anybody else. I will be the one to approve who comes in. I will be the one to enter their company details and the website to see. So everything that I've done so far in 2017, solely myself, and now I have one member team who's under my team. She's the one helping to approve. So that's easy for me at the moment. Lately, during the lockdown in Malaysia, we have more than 300 requests coming into our portal just because that they couldn't go into a platform in MITI or KBNHP to follow up their MITI letter. They call it the MITI letter. I call it the CIMS letter, Carol in mental state mode letter. So
3.0, by the way. 3.0.
Yeah, 3.0, by the way. Cool. So during the 1st of June until the 6/6, we have 6/6 coming up, and all the online sellers are stressed out. So first 6 days, I was very tense. We processed more than 14 over 1,000 under MDEC, 14 over 1,000 applications. We are not supposed 14. There were 28,000 applications. So, but under e-dagang we processed 14K. But under the 14K, none of you all know that majority of them double apply, double submission. Because why? They're all anxious. They don't have the status update. The status is still new or dalam process or kena tolak, kena buat rayuan. And we at MDEC, we are not enforcement officers like ministries. We can only process, but we cannot tolak. KPDN, correct, facility. KPDN HEP, they can reject. They can tolak. It's up to them. So in MDEC, we only process those that are essential. And now they say that non-essential, not supposed to do the business in e-commerce, which is BS. We don't agree that. So now today 11th of June, you all go to Twitter, go and follow the KPDN HEP punya Twitter. You go guys, go and take a look what they say. They contradicts what they say in our CIMS, the back end. Very contradicting. The boss can say something very good in the Twitter, but behind the back end non-essential. Jangan approve dulu. Kita nak kurangkan perjalanan orang, movement orang. Walao. These are genuine
Carol,
people doing e-commerce.
you have to put in English. Sometimes I don't understand Malay also.
No, what Carol is saying that
Yes,
they're saying, because there is some front end. The government, the ministers say okay. But when it comes to the back end, right? They have something else. They say that you don't approve us. We don't want to have all this movement
It's
around.
always the chain of command. The instruction gets diluted.
It happens.
Andrew, correct. Yes. Terrible. So
correct.
it's thank you, Andrew. Post the Go ECommerce Ding Talk request. So go there and I will approve. I will approve. So that's what we're facing right now. So after the 6/6, it become the 7th of June, 8th of June. Quiet down a little bit. Not so many of application. On 6th of June, our MDEC team finish off the 14K applications. We achieved it, right? Yes,
crazy.
20 team of us. We luckily there was a weekend, there was a public holiday that we can clear this, and it didn't interfere our MDEC work lah. So once we come back to work, we couldn't disturb that system anymore. But I still have access to help those SME who are really in need, that has the notification number for me to help, for me to guide them. So how do they reach out to me? Not in Facebook, not in WhatsApp. Come to DingTalk, because DingTalk I can track who is asking for help. WhatsApp, my family WhatsApp me, my kid WhatsApp me, my work colleague WhatsApp me. I cannot track. So in DingTalk, I can track beautifully. So I always force people, come to DingTalk, ask me for the help so that I can see your application. So that's how I've been helping at the moment. I'm still doing it just now before I'm coming here.
Wow.
So anybody can apply, Carol, for this case? What are the criteria?
For e-dagang, if you have your Shopee link, if you have your Lazada or any of the marketplace link that you are handling e-commerce, but you cannot open your walk-in customers, then you apply. So during our first few days of processing it, our ministry said, do not approve those are non-food related, meaning people are selling furniture, books. You can't approve. The reason is non-essential. I said, brother, we need books Kids are not going to school You cannot say like that You know what the reason? We have to we cannot allow a lot of people to do their movement. We're trying to lessen people's movement. Then I tell them, e-dagang, which one got cluster? You tell me. So I am the voice of the SMEs to tell KPDN off, because I listen to the SMEs. That's their predicament. So when we listen to them, and that's where I give my voice to the ministry. So today we have a case from Bloomdis. You go and have a look what happened to Bloomdis. So they got the letter, but they got summoned.
Wow. Okay.
So trying to help them now. So finally they got the approval, but still they have to appeal So I'm trying to ask Bloomdis, please teach me how you all do appeal so that I can tell my community how you do your appeal session. Is this exclusive for Malaysians? Oh no, anybody can come in. No worry.
Yeah, anybody can come in, and you'll be able to communicate and join this Go E-commerce community. Basically, you'll be meeting a lot of Malaysian SMEs where you can connect, you can do business, you can do a lot more things. So that's really something that we believe, because now we're kind of like at this platform, we have a different, kind of like a more diverse community over here, which is beautiful, because I think it's good to connect, right? Because now it's internet, digital world right now. Everybody can do a lot of things. And rule of thumb, okay, if you see anything important just now, you have to catch this. You catch Carol on DingTalk.
Yes.
You don't call her. You don't call her. You don't text
don't call
her.
me.
Don't email. DingTalk.
That's her playground. That's her playground.
I don't read emails. Andrew Manfred, I don't read emails because emails makes me slows me down. I cannot track, I cannot follow up. When you put in chat, at least I can remember, oh, this person I chat before, so what was the chat is all about. But in email, oh my god, I cannot. So in my email inbox, my other superior very efficient, 0 inbox. Mine cannot imagine inwards of 1,000. Cannot. If they got important email, then they WhatsApp me, Carol, I got important email. I say, okay, I will process. Because the amount of help needed in the community. So we tell people that if you do not belong to a community, you are always left alone. You do not know where to go. That's your loss. So you have to come to a community where you can get help, you can get guides, you can get somebody just like us. You can come to me and ask for help and all. But if you do not belong to a community, you're alone, and when you're alone, you're going insane. Where do I get help? You get so stressed out, and in the end, what happened to you? So we want people to come, talk, be in a community, because you cannot be alone. Cannot. I can be alone in my family. My husband go there lah. Don't kacau me lah. Don't disturb me. I'll be in my zone.
So
I think that's very important.
Your scope has gone beyond digital economy, right? Because now you're talking about SMEs, and some of them may not necessarily, have an online business.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So in our e-commerce division, we have units that take care of the micro SMEs, which has no online presence. So how do we convert them to online? So we call them the micro usahawan. So we have that. Another division where we come in, that's where the much more mature SMEs they have corporate website, but it's not e-commerce. Well, they have e-commerce, but they're not going to export yet. So these are the one that my portfolio. So I don't deal with micro SMEs. We have another team doing it. So our team handles those a little bit matured. We know some of them are in this room right now. Some of them are already in DingTalk, like Brenda is in DingTalk. So Brenda is a very common face that we see supporting this event, because I showcase your event at our newsletter that was published yesterday. So I shared this.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, awesome. I just want to quickly touch base a bit, because you see, since a lot of us are, probably SMEs, probably need a bit of help and all that, So what are the common, let's say based on your experience working with so many different SMEs, whether it's a big one or more mature one or like starting out one, what are the 3 things that somebody needs to watch out when it comes to digitalization? Meaning that when they want to start going digital, right? So what are the things that they should pay attention to, in order to avoid mistakes, downfalls, and all these kind of crazy things, right?
You're talking about during lockdown or after lockdown?
Now lockdown, lor. So we talk about lockdown back again, you see, like lockdown 3.0, 4.0. I have no idea already.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay. Based on my observation, during lockdown, these are the worst case that the 99% of our SMEs are doing right now. They pick, pack, and they do fulfillment on their own. And if they don't get letter, they can't come back to work and do pick, pack, and fulfillment. So what should they do? They should be outsourcing it or prepare all their listings to pre-order mode, so that the expectation of a Malaysian buyer, I don't know about other buyers. Malaysian buyer, when they buy, they expect the product to arrive in 2 days. 2 days. Not tomorrow, but 2 days at least. But if you put in pre-order mode, so hopefully your customer understand that, this is pre-order mode, then I would expect my delivery to start shipping maybe after of June, because our lockdown is until 14th of June. So let me show you a case study about it happened last year. A very famous cosmetic marketplace called Hermo.my. I'm sure everybody know Hermo. I don't know whether Manfred know Hermo. Manfred, where are you from?
I know.
By the way,
Singapore.
The little dot down south.
Singapore no pachukang only.
Still in lockdown, for info. We're lifting up
still in
on
lockdown,
the 21st soon.
Still lockdown. So what happened to Hermo? They were scouting this one before even they planned that they have a lockdown. They were still doing fulfillment, pick and pack in their JB store. So in 2019, they were scouting for a logistic companies who can house their product, house all the thing and can pack. So in 2020, just before the lockdown, they managed to find one. Just before the March 18 that we were locked down, they managed to find one, and they were they were praising God and say that, wow, Carol, we are so lucky that we don't need letters. Our team all can work from home, but our shipments and all are done by our warehousing. All the
Wow.
brand owners can send it to the warehousing. It's a 10,000 square feet warehousing. It was aircon back in Klang, and they did that. So they moved in 2019 their products all into this logistic company, house it there, and we had the first chance to see how they do the manage. They got all the Hermo boxes, all the packages and all housed there, and the logistic company happily do this. So it was so easy for Hermo, no headache from them. So they
Super
prepared.
lucky. Oh.
They were very lucky. They were very
Wow.
lucky. They were very lucky. But this time around, you would see people like computer peripherals. How many SKUs they have? They have more SKUs than cosmetics. And these SKUs are little, big, bulky, TV, servers and all. They can't put in warehouse. So what do? So they have to separate. So when you go to e-commerce, number one, are you a distributor or not? If you are a distributor, do not hurt your downline distributors. You know, like how Diethelm, for example, or Nestle, for example, they used to have all their old fashion distributor who goes into the retail. So when Nestle goes into online, habis jalat. I hope you know what jalat is. Jalat means Nestle already go online. How am I as a distributor go online? So people will definitely buy from Nestle, but not buy from me as a mini distributor. So decide how are you going to protect the smaller distributor, because you are disrupting them as well. So that's number one. Number two is, if you are a drop shipper and you plan to go online, make sure that you, as a major drop shipper, that you drop ship to them, you reward your agent using a system, but not using an Excel sheet and all. So there's a lot of a SaaS model out there that helps agent, not MLM, but they are agents that reward the agents, reward them in terms of, oh, you sell a lot, I'm going to give you some credits. You sell a lot, I'm going to give you this, I'm going to upgrade you to major distributors. So things like that. But if you are a seller that has no products at all and you want to earn a side income, go and look for the drop shippers that has products. Give you an example, in Malaysia we have Kumoten, for example. That's our famous in our ecosystem. We have another one called Star ECommerce. I can't remember what's their full name. These are China company. They came here in Malaysia. They pack the products here in Malaysia for us to sell. But drop shipping business is not a sustainable business. Malaysians are, a lot of them, at 95% are all traders, not purely manufacturing my own products and all. I mean, I'm a trader too. I sell on Shopee as well. And you can't sustain this business for long. So you have to have your own brand and products along the way. If you think that this is the best formula, let's say I'm selling phones, or this is the best formula, so you have to go out and create another phone, for example. So if you are selling other people's product and brand, sorry, this won't sustain your business. So these are some lessons learned that we see from our micro SMEs or our SMEs who are with us, and they share their stories with us or with me, because I love to chit chat with them. I love to know. So being a community builder, you have to listen, and you have to listen to the stories. So that stories, well, the stories is all planted in my head. So when I die with it. I don't even write about it. I don't write about it. So these are stories that people share with me about how you want to strive. Right now, your main goal in e-commerce is not to make money, is to sustain right now because of the lockdown. So try and sustain. Even if you make losses at 1-2 ringgit, sustain it first. Lose 1-2 ringgit, okay, but don't lose your whole business altogether. But sustain it. Maintain that customer relationship. If customer say, I want a refund, okay, can refund. Jaga hati dulu. Jangan jaga pocket, jaga hati customer dulu. For Manfred, take care of the customers first. Don't take care of the pocket.
I roughly can guess that.
Awesome.
I'm reading your face
Valuable.
feature and hand gesture.
Yeah. Right. I think these are all valuable things that we can get from Carol. But of course, right, this half an hour session won't do her justice, because to be very frank, she's full of stories, she's full of knowledge, she's full of connections that you can definitely work with her to do a lot more things. So remember, regardless where you come from, whether it's Malaysia, Singapore, Philippines, and wherever you are, join Ding Talk community. get connected with Carol, because Carol also takes care of a lot of SMEs who are actually doing export and import, right?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. And
E-commerce, in and out, Yeah, there's many opportunities to collaborate and to serve, not just to take.
Correct.
Yeah. So
I don't even deal with e-commerce. I also deal with enablers, the shippers, the enablers, the payment guys. So these are the guys that we have to take care, because they are the one in the end serve the SME. So any of the enablers out there, whether it's payment, shipping, logistics, if they did not treat the SMEs well, the SMEs come into me and say, Carol post laju not good lah. Oh, okay. I go and ask post laju. Hey, people say you're not good. What's going on? Okay.
Wow.
If they say, hey, Shopee, very not good leh. Or you come to me, I go into the Shopee. Hey, Shopee, why you do like that to the SME? So it's about knowing who in all these enablers makes it a better ecosystem, so that our SME are being treated well, fair, and very fairly. Yes, the only lacking right now in e-commerce is the marketing side of it. I'm not well versed in that. That's how I get to know people like Jason. Now we know Andrew and Manfred. More than welcome to come into Go e-commerce. The do's and don'ts, especially now Instagram, TikTok, Balkis, if you're more than happy to promote your service there, I encourage that. But not to promote sambal udang, sambal apa, Maggi mee, itu tak boleh. That one can.
I think it's good. I think it's good. As you can see here, right? It's really the best decision that we have made to put Carol here as our closing speaker over here. You know
Carol,
why? Because
we will definitely invite you for a full hour session.
But the problem here is Carol sleeps early. Our session 10 p.m.
Yes, I sleep early.
So
we pre-record and pretend like it's live.
Pre-record can.
Yes.
About that.
Because I go jogging in the morning.
Yeah, we pretend as if it's 10 p.m. but we are actually talking at 6 in the evening. No problem.
Okay. Like Jason, my last time to sleep is 10 p.m. 10 p.m.
Maybe we'll find one day we do at 9 p.m. so that she can go and sleep at 10 p.m.
I can.
Let's plan. Let's plan. Awesome. All right, guys. Thank you so much for staying with us today. Because that's what just happened. You know what just happened? You just crossed the border from the Three Marketeers universe and entered the Carol's universe, which is connected to the SMEs and a lot more other people. Join Ding Talk. That's all the thing that we want you to do right now. And go to the Go e-commerce group to connect with Carol, because we have so much more that we can do over there.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you guys for joining us, and thank you, Carol, for being our closing guest. We look forward to work with you soon, Carol.
Subscribe
you don't need
to my YouTube channel.
Oh,
Jason.
yes. Wait.
Yeah,
I need to do that.
My channel. Wait.
YouTube channel.
Where is my YouTube channel?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, now you know why I call her our big sister, right?
Wait. Can you
I sent to the private chat already.
Okay. Let me bring that in. Okay.
So during the approvals and all this, so when I approve all the SSME, I said, go and support my YouTube channel. It's free for you to support.
It's a must. Guys, you guys have to follow. You guys have to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Wait. Internet is slow here. Oh my God, what is happening?
Okay, I send for you. I do it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How do you do that?
Thank you, Andrew.
Okay.
No worries.
Yeah, but wait. We want this to go up before we end this live.
Wait. Yes, a minute.
Okay, but I'm gonna put in here in the comments so that it goes out on my YouTube as well, because
we're broadcasting live on YouTube as well, right?
Yeah, we are. Follow Carol.
We're broadcasting this in Facebook. You have to share me the link.
YouTube.
We are in
Facebook. Which Facebook is this?
This is in the Three Marketeers and Friends. I invited you to join.
Yeah.
But
okay.
It's a pop-up group.
Yeah, it's a pop-up group where
you can share the YouTube link. It's more easy.
Yeah, I think the YouTube is already it's up on the comment. Okay. Yeah. I think that wraps today. Crazy marathon for us, and thank you guys for staying with us up to now. 5 freaking hours, crazy, right?
5.5.
Yeah, 5.5, right? And thank you, Carol. Yeah, I can't. I don't want to do this in a few months to come. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, and thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye.